guys, so it's your Wisconsin girl in LA. It's like almost 11 o'clock here at night, and where do I start? It's been a while since I made a video. Let's just start there. It's been a while since I made a video. Since my last video, life's been going like as good as it can with COVID going on and everything like that. I'm very much enjoying LA. I did go home in June to surprise my grandma for her 80th birthday, and that was a lot of fun. But I did realize, I think I realized within the first day that I made the right choice moving here. But yeah, it's just been great, and works, I would never, unless I'm working for television, I never thought I would say that work was going really well. But work is going really well. It's been really weird this week, but I mean, it's been good. My allergies are acting up right now, don't worry. It's just allergies. But anyway, so, like I said, it's late right now, or later. I'm probably going to be up for a few hours anyway. I usually am, but, so, recently on Facebook, I made a post. I learned about the case of Elizabeth Short. Most of you probably know her as the Black Dahlia. I've known about the case since I was in middle school, I believe, and I did a report about it in high school. So I did know quite a bit about the case. I knew some about the case. And then for some reason, right after I got back from home, when I returned back to LA, for some reason, I don't know, something just clicked, and I needed to know more. I needed to look into it more. I don't know if it's because I'm relating to her more. Like, it's so hard to explain without going into detail about this, and I've had so many emotional breakdowns talking about this, and just thinking about this, because I look at cold cases all the time. I read about cases all the time. I watch true crime documentaries all the time, and I don't get emotional, like, because it's always about the case. Like, even if I watch, like, Cold Justice is one of my favorite true crime shows, and they go talk to the victim's family, learn about the victim, like, I never get, like, super emotional about it. With this, like, I can't even tell you. So, let me get to the point. So, I started reading this book. It's called Severed, the True Story of the Black Dahlia. It's by John Gilmore, and it's unbelievably good. I'm not even halfway through, but, so I want to do a video kind of covering this case. I've been reading the book, I've been taking notes, just about the way she was found. I'm gonna do, like, the investigation, the suspects, who I think did it, because I did name a suspect in my high school report, and I still think he's the one that did it, but I want to make the video to really talk about Elizabeth, because when people talk about Elizabeth Short, they think about her murder, and they think about the way she was found, the way she died, and the fact that it's not solved, which literally breaks my heart. Sorry, someone's walking by. I'm right by my front door, because I have my window open, and I don't want the traffic to overshadow me. It's hot over here, guys. I need the window open. We just got over a heat wave, and we survived. But anyway, that's not solved, and it breaks my heart, because she was 22 years old, and she'd been out to California before, but she's in California, wanted to become a famous actress, and, sorry, 22 years old. I'm older than she was when she died right now. And sorry. I think about, because she wanted to be a famous actress, she wanted to be in the movies, and I think about, and she wanted to do this when she was a kid, when she, like, her sisters talk about her growing up, and all she wanted to do was go to the movie theater because she wanted to be in the films, and I think about how, like, I always say that I chose that I wanted to become an actress when I was 7, kind of jokingly, and I wouldn't mind being in my own shows, but I've been writing, it's gonna be 10 years in December now, and everything that I've done in the past 10 years has been to work towards getting here and to start a career in writing. And for someone to make a selfish and vicious decision to end somebody's life, like, I couldn't even imagine. Because I've worked so hard to get here, and I couldn't imagine it all just ending because of someone else's choices. And that's probably what gets me the most, but I'm reading about her, and she seems like such a sweet girl, and I feel so connected to her just because we're so much alike. And like, I just read this one section where this guy from radio, he met her and he wanted to introduce her to radio people because she kept singing every song on the radio when he would see her in a drugstore or whatever. And I'm like, that's so me. Whenever I'm in a store, whenever I'm in the car, like, if it's a song I know, I'm singing every word, and usually I know every song on the radio, and it's just little pieces of that just really hit home. And there was another piece, I sent a picture of it to a couple people the other day. She was staying at some place, it's called the Dix, it's a hotel, and again, this was back in the 1940s. I found it, Thursday was my day off this week, so I would have read it on Thursday, and I spent a good amount of time on Thursday, I think an hour or two last night, and then another 4 hours today, 5 hours today, trying to find where this place could have been, and I couldn't find it. The only thing that it said in the book was that this guy from radio, he set her up in the Dix Hotel on Cahuenga, which is where I live. I live on Cahuenga Boulevard. So that hit home. When I read that, my jaw dropped, and I took a picture of it and I sent it to a couple people. I was like, I need to figure out where this place is. Yeah, I sent it to a couple people, and the only other thing that I can think of is that this guy from radio also wanted to introduce her to radio people on Hollywood Boulevard. So she couldn't have been far, because she didn't have a car. She got rides from people and stuff like that, but she didn't have a car. So I don't think the radio guy would have set her up far from Hollywood Boulevard. The only thing that I've found, and like, I tried searching public records, stuff like that, the only thing I could find is that there's a street called Dix Street. Right now, where it is on Cahuenga Boulevard, there's like a gas station and a auto mechanic shop on either side of that street on Cahuenga. So I don't know, maybe the hotel was tore down, and over the years it's just sort of manifested or manufactured itself into what's there now. I tried looking at a couple different apartment buildings on Cahuenga to see if they were previously hotels, because I do know that even my building used to be a hotel. I couldn't really find anything. Like I said, the only thing, when you look up Dix, it's D-I-X. The only thing is Dix Street, and it's not far from me, but yeah, so I had to make this video tonight because I stopped reading the book. Well, I'm still reading the book, but I stopped reading it a couple hours ago to give myself a break, because I've been reading it for quite a few hours, and as you can tell, it kind of gets me a little bit. Like, I read this book, I can read about the case, But then when I start thinking about Elizabeth, that's what hits me. And like I said, I've never had this happen before. I don't know what it is about this case. I don't know why it stuck with me since middle school. Because, like, in middle school, I think I learned about Elizabeth Short, but I think I was already writing. I'm not even for sure when I found out about Elizabeth. I'm pretty sure I was already writing, but I don't know. Like, I remember hearing about her and looking up her case, and for some reason it's stuck with me. And just the past couple of months, it just really, something hit me, something clicked, and I had to look into this more. I want justice for Elizabeth so bad. The guy, I think, who did it died back in the 90s, so they can't arrest him, they can't charge him, they can't even name him as the person that killed her, because there's some law that says, I'll explain it more in my video. It's kind of like you can't speak ill of the dead or whatever, and it's heartbreaking. It really is. Like I said, I don't usually get affected by this stuff. I can read about, sorry, there's nail polish on the bottom of my foot, and I'm trying to pick it up. I don't know how it got there. I don't know, guys. I don't think this case will be, I'm sorry. I don't think this case will be solved as much as I want it to be. I want to fight for Elizabeth as much as possible, but she died back in 1947. So, it's, what, 73 years? Yeah, 73 years. So, whoever did commit the crime is most likely passed away. But I'm going to keep reading the book. I'm going to make the video because I want people to know who Elizabeth was, not just the crime. So I'll leave it at that. I'll make another video, and all is well. Stay safe, stay positive, and good night.